welcome to this week's video, and welcome if you're new. A little bit about me. My channel's named Marie Vlogs. I am 26. I live in Ottawa with my partner Spencer. I've started YouTube about 6 months ago, so I make some vlogs and also some themed content like today's video. I work full-time. I don't own a house, but I plan to take the channel on that journey here. Welcome to my channel. I really hope you enjoy it. So today's video is going to be a November reset, but also how to do a reset. So the idea of a reset is a new one to me, and I find it really helpful and really motivational. And I tried in the past and I was unsuccessful, but now, you know, we're back into it and we're gonna figure it out. So let me first start by explaining what a reset is. A reset is basically you're resetting your life. Now, a lot of people like to do this monthly, just like how I'm doing today, but you can really do what you want with it. And you'll notice that throughout the video, you can really personalize it. So in general, it's to reset your life. So looking at your life and seeing, you know, what's working, what's not working, and what are your goals and ambitions for the month ahead. So now, why reset? Why am I doing this personally? So why reset? I really want to become more focused and goal-oriented in my daily life. And I want to be more organized as an overall person. I have a lot going on. Like I said, I work full-time. I also try to do YouTube twice a week, but also just, you know, have a life. And like I said, trying to buy a house and figuring out everything. So I really want to organize myself. And I've noticed a few things, like I've been really tired lately. I haven't been sleeping well. Things like that. So I really wanted to start doing stuff. And then, you know, it's November. For me in Ottawa, it's getting really cold. You know, the weather is getting darker. So I think it's a good time for me to focus on things so that I mitigate all the seasonal depression coming up soon for me, because I do experience that seasonal depression, just like many Canadians and many other people around the world really do. So I want to try to mitigate that. And I actually have a video coming out soon, which probably will be my next one, on how to mitigate your seasonal depression and how to work through it so that you don't get too down during the colder months. So anyways, I really want to do that now so that I have a routine, I have something to focus on and something to work through every month during the winter. So yeah, for me personally, I just felt like it was a really good time for me to start. It doesn't matter that it's towards the end of the year, you know, we'll start somewhere. So yeah, anyways, that's why I'm starting when I'm starting. So I just wanted to give a little bit of background about that. And a few things I want to note just before we start as well is, when you're going through this, I think the biggest goal is to be kind with yourself and just think about small attainable things. Now, small and attainable might look different for so many other people. So some of my goals might be really small to you, or they might be really big, and that's okay. It's all individual, so you can change anything. You can make it truly your own. That's the whole idea of a reset, it's a personal reset. So just want to say that. And yeah, just make sure the goals and the things that you're looking forward to are attainable. There's no harm in dreaming big, but I just find that for myself, when I put small goals for myself, I'm more likely to obtain them, just because I feel less pressure and I won't feel as bad about myself if I don't reach them. Anyways, but again, you shouldn't feel bad anyways, but I'm just saying that. So it's good to start small and then work your way up, I think. But again, it's individual, so whatever you would like to do, feel free. Now, something that I haven't included because I've already kind of got the habit of it is just organizing our room and our bathroom and everything in the house. So keeping a tight space really helps me kind of clear my mind and be able to focus on other goals. So I haven't included that, but I just want to put that aside. That's like, that could maybe just be an overarching thing. Like if that's something you're kind of already doing, just start your morning, the day that you do your reset, in a clean space. So if you're like me and if something's messy, you can't think, then you can actually focus. So that's just like a little small tip. All right, so without further ado, let's get started on how to actually do your reset. Like I said, there's many different ways to do it. This is just with the process that I think would work best for myself. So tweak it if you'd like. How I start it is actually, I start by looking at this book. So this book is by Bando. It's actually like an accessory brand, I think, in the States. I will try to link it down below. I bought it a few years ago. Anyways, there's quite a few things in this book, so it's not really a reset book. It's a mental health book made to help people feel their best. So there's little things about gratitude and like mindfulness activities, but for the purpose of this video, I'm only using one section, which is this little wheel. So this wheel is the place that I like to start. So it basically goes through different categories, such as like mental health, physical health, fun and hobbies, spirituality, career, money, family, friends, love and relationship, and also self-image. So these are categories that are just in the book. I just use the ones that have to do with myself at the moment, and like feel free, you don't really need the book to do it. It's just like a good starting place, but it's an example. You can also just do it on paper. So you don't really need to have the book. Anyways, but I like to go through these themes and rate them out of 10. So that's what the wheel is for. You color it in, but you can just rate it out of 10 on paper. So I'd like to look, and then from this, I see, you know, what's lower, or like, what do I want to be higher in my categories? And I take that and I think, okay, those should be priorities for me because I want to improve upon them. So after I've done that, I can kind of think about, you know, oh, I really wanted to focus. So for me personally, it was the health section that was lower. So I really wanted to improve my physical health, self-image, things like that. So yeah, that exercise really helps me. And I think it's a good place to start, just to kind of rate where you are in your life in specific categories. So after I've done those reflections, I went ahead and built a template on Notion. And I've mentioned Notion before. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like it. It's an online planning platform, essentially. And I have a few boards for different things, but this one specifically is our November reset. So I've organized it in a few different categories and I made it look pretty. And you'll notice I put an image at the top as someone stretching because my main focus this month is health and wellness. So I kind of made it look health and wellnessy. So yeah, you can, you know, if you're like me and you like pretty things, you know, you can edit the photo and make it color coded and all that jazz, which I did. So feel free to do that if you'd like. But yes, you don't need Notion to make this at all. You can also use Canva. I used to use that in the past, but you could also just like do a bullet journal, like write it down on paper or whatever program works best for you. I just really like Notion right now, so that's what I've used. And yeah, let me know if there's any questions about how to use the Notion, like comment down below for sure. And I even thought about maybe doing like a step-by-step how to do these things in Notion. So let me know if that would be at all helpful to you or if you're at all interested in that. So we'll go through the categories and I'll share some of the things that I've included as well. So where I start actually is in the first category where it says main priorities. I actually go right to the goals first and just create some goals and habits by theme that I really want to focus on. So my 3 themes that you'll see here are health, personal/other, and then work. These themes might not be relevant to you, so you can put the themes that work for you. These ones just are what I'm working on right now. So you'll see in the goals and habits, I have some items. So I really want to continue doing my lunch walks. And I noticed that I've been really good at doing it in the fall, but now that it's a little colder, I've been like, oh, I'm too cold. So I really want to make an effort to go back on my lunch break walks. Another thing is that I'd really like to incorporate some yoga in the morning. I find that I'm really stiff. I work at a computer desk pretty much all day, so it's not great for my posture. I'm just noticing it right now in the camera. I'm not standing up that straight. So that's just something that I think would really help me feel better right away in the morning. And then sleep hygiene. So this isn't like cleanliness, it's just a term, and I forget where I heard it, but it's basically the idea to create a better sleep schedule for yourself. So of course, making sure that you're sleeping enough hours in a day, which I have not, so that's included in that, but also creating a space that makes it easy for you to have this great sleep. So making your bed comfortable, having a clean space, but also scheduling limits on your phone. So this is something that I've done that's actually helped me a lot, because in the past I've noticed I would scroll and then go to bed late. So I'm going to show you how you can set limits on individual apps on the iPhone. This is iPhone specific. I'm unsure how to do it on the other phones, but here we go. So first, once you're in your settings, you're going to head over to the section that says screen time. And then in here, you're going to see there's a few other things. You can also see how many hours you're spending, but we're actually going to go to the app limits section. And then once we're in there, you can see I have one right now for TikTok. Anyways, you add more, so you can add, and then it organizes them by categories. So let's go to the social. Let's say I want to add a limit for Instagram, I think. Yes. So once you hit that, you press next, and then you can set the amount of time you want in a day. So what the limit is. So for example, I'm going to put 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then you can also customize the days. So maybe you have a different schedule that, you know, allows you to be on your phone more, or maybe you create content or something. You can actually put it per day. So that's a really cool tool. And then you can just press add, and then you have it there. It'll appear right there. And at any time you can go in and edit them if you need to. You can flip them on and off if you want to, or you can actually just go back to the section and then just swipe and then delete them like that. And that's how you do that. So now once you've hit the limit on the apps that you added a limit to, this is what you would see: the time limit little sign, and then ignore limit or okay. The ignore limit is there, but try not to use it. I think it's more for like emergencies, you know, whatever, but yeah. So basically for myself and my boyfriend, what our goals are is to not be on our phones at all in the bedroom or watch any videos. It's going to be just the place that we rest. So we're going to make an effort to keep, you know, when we want to watch a show or be on our phone, we're just going to stay in the living room until we're ready to go to bed, so that once we come into bed, like our phones are already on silent, you know, our alarms are set, we just need to brush our teeth and go to bed, so that this room continuously just is the sleeping room. So your mind recognizes, okay, the pattern's here, I'm in bed, I'm going to sleep. And I really want to incorporate, you know, going to bed earlier, and also not being on my phone in general as much before bed, because it really stimulates me, and the light, you know, of course, like keeps your brain awake, and it's really caused a lot of anxiety for me and trouble sleeping, and I wake up feeling really drained. And you know, I need to be focused when I wake up, because I work, and I don't want to feel so groggy in the morning, and it takes me a while to actually wake up. So yeah, so sleep hygiene has to do with that. There's other stuff too, like minimizing light that comes into your room and stuff like that, but anyways, that's the general thing. And then I have the personal/other section. So these are other categories. So I want to do more FaceTimes with my friends. I miss them because a lot of them are away in New Brunswick. So I feel closer when we FaceTime more. Another little thing that I want to focus on is my morning and nighttime skincare. You know, I've recently actually gotten into skincare. I'm still like a beginner, but I've started this year, so I've gotten some products that I've really liked. So I just want to really focus on keeping up to date with my morning routine and my night routine, because I feel better when I do it, and I notice that my skin is a lot better, you know, and I'm also 26, like I'm aging slowly, so like I want to make sure my skin feels nice and youthful. I also have a skin condition, so it's important for me to actually like treat my skin well. Another little thing is like a hair wash routine. I've just been watching a lot of videos about how to like what the steps are to take to make your hair healthy, because I have a lot of breakage in the back, in the bottom. So again, the small goal. So there's that. Another thing is to keep doing my hobbies and date nights. So like I said, I'll have a seasonal depression video, like how to mitigate that, and a lot of it will have to do with trying new hobbies and things that I've been doing. So I want to continue doing some of my hobbies. And then Spencer and I have been alternating date nights. So every week we have a night that we do something special, and every week it's like the other person's turn to plan it. So I really want to continue doing that, because it's really fun, and I feel like it's really special to have, you know, an intentional day that you're celebrating with each other, you know. Doesn't have to be something big, you know, like once we just made a really fancy recipe at home. So things like that. And then I have a section for work. So this actually includes like my full-time job, but also YouTube stuff. So one little thing, I need to like finish my health benefit stuff and then finish training. But also I really want to focus on YouTube, obviously on my time off, but so I want to focus on making more shorts, because I find that, you know, I really want to increase my reach. So I really hope to gain more subscribers, you know, and just build a big community of people. So, and I'm really, you know, focused on reading about it and stuff. So I find that maybe shorts might be a great idea. And I want to continue focusing on making that 2 video a week sequence. And yeah, I just really want to grow and learn about it all. So that's a big focus for me. And then underneath, you'll see I included a little section that's like steps/to-dos. So these are things that I actually need to work on/do for me to actually reach the goals and habits that I set out for myself. So you'll see that I put cold walking outfit. That's just a little note for myself that says, hey, you should just figure out what outfit you're going to wear when you go walking, because literally it's just the fact that I think I'm going to be too cold, that's what's keeping me from going on my walks. So again, simple, small baby steps like this. For me, it's a hurdle. It might not be a hurdle for you, but it is for me. And then I need to find yoga videos that I'm going to enjoy in the morning. I already found a few that I think will be great contenders. So, you know, I've been testing them out. Then another thing is writing a list of different reels and making my schedule up to date for YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, the majority of my, you know, goals and habits section. And then from that, I'll see the patterns again and kind of going back to my themes within the wheel, and then see what the main priorities are. So that's what that first section is. So you'll see my main priorities are routine building for a restful sleep, moving my body, and then YouTube, posting quality content frequently. Now down below, there's some other sections that I've included. So monthly total, this is where you can put, you know, any budget or financial goals that you have for yourself. For example, I'm trying to save for a house in this market is horrifying. And then there's also a section for a monthly planner. So down below, you can list any, you know, things that you need to think about, like what you would actually put on your regular calendar. So I've just inserted some work information, but also anything you're looking forward to. And then down below, there's a section, things that I'm looking forward to. So for example, I'm really looking forward to feeling more rested, feeling healthy, and then my YouTube growth. So that kind of goes off of the main priorities. It's just like a really good place for you to like remind yourself why you're doing this, what you're looking forward to. And then the last section is actually for yourself to do at the end of the month. So after your monthly reset, it's really important that you go to this section, I think, to reflect. So I have 2 questions here. What do you want to change for next month? So what worked this month, what didn't, kind of questions. So, you know, looking at your month, what was the things that didn't work and what would you like to change for next month? This will also help you create your new reset for the next month. So I think it's great to reflect on that. But I also think it's important to be kind to yourself and recognize, you know, all the progress that you've made through the month. So what are you proud of yourself? Include that section. I think it's really motivating. And these reflections at the end are really, you know, helpful, I think, to motivate yourself to continue and to want to, you know, continue setting different goals. And there's no shame if you didn't reach all your goals, if you didn't reach any goals. It's a process and it's individual, like I said. Be kind to yourself. I think it's really important that self-improvement is a kind process and, you know, you're working with yourself to achieve the goals that are really important to you. So yeah, that's in general what the monthly reset is. And like I said, individual process, you know, and even so, even the one that I created, I might be tweaking it all the way, but I will be prioritizing this monthly reset this month. And, you know, hopefully some of you join along. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did by leaving a comment or liking my video, and please make sure to subscribe if you're not already. It really helps me out a lot. Like I said, big goal of mine is to grow on YouTube, so thank you so much. But even just watching the video, I really appreciate it. That helps the growth as well. So thank you so much, everyone, and, you know, happy resetting. And I'll see you in the next video.